Disagreeing is part of life, but how do you do it well? In this video, we're going to learn to agree to disagree. Stay tuned. I'm Ndumi. I empower leaders to grow in their influence by teaching the principles of leadership. In this video, we're going to learn to agree to disagree. Let's go straight into the video. I want to start by asking why it's important to disagree well. In life, you'll always come across people whom you disagree with. And it's unfortunate though, in my culture, the African culture, we find that relationships can be ended just over small disagreements. In order to succeed in our relationships and ultimately in life, we need to learn how to build bridges and not just burn them. Disagreements are good because they teach you to learn and to grow. And ultimately, it helps the best ideas and best information come forward. So then how do you disagree with people? Number one is to listen, and to listen actively. When you hear a view that opposes yours, firstly, you need to really understand that view and understand where the other person is coming from. Obviously, in their minds, it makes sense for them to have this opposing view. However, you need to learn and put yourself in their shoes and understand why they're coming from this point of view. By listening, you're not only just hearing the words, but you're trying to get deeper into the hearts and the motive of the person you're disagreeing with. Maybe through that, you'll be able to empathize with them and understand where they're coming from, and then come up with a solution that meets each other halfway. Without listening, you'll end up in a fight, and the situation will quickly deteriorate, which will lead, obviously, to a breakdown in communication and maybe a breakdown in the relationship. Secondly, to test if you're actually really hearing them correctly, you need to replay that information to them. You need to be able to summarize their points back to them in such a way that they agree in the summary that you're making of their position. This stage of the process can be difficult because not only do you have to pull out the information that they have inside of their heads, but you have to process it well and then give it back to them in a way that they understand and they agree with. But this is very powerful because if you do this, then you're in a better frame of mind and a better position to disagree well with one another. Thirdly, as Nelson Mandela said, always be the last to speak. When you disagree with someone, allow them the time to go through what they're feeling, go through what they're thinking, and allow them the time to speak. Not only is speaking therapeutic on their end, but it gives you more information on your end. Once you've taken that information and you've processed it well, then you can speak. It's about asking clarifying questions and making sure that you clarify your position and their position until you're in a place of understanding. Just because you've done the above work doesn't mean you're going to agree on the outcome or the way forward. Sometimes you're just going to have to agree to disagree, and that's where the power is. Often you find that the outcome is much better even if you don't come to the same conclusion after you've heard each other's points and processed them well. Even if you don't come to an agreement on the way forward, at least the relationship is better. At least you're known as people that can reason and talk, even if they don't come up to the same solution at the end. Question of the day. What skills have you learned from this video and how will you put them to use? If you got any value from this video, please click like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. See you in the next video.